Ask an AI to draw a scoreboard for the 2026 NBA Finals. Both team logos, the series score. It tries, and it has no idea who played, no idea what the score was, no idea what the logos look like. So it hallucinates something vaguely basketball-shaped and moves on. Here's the thing, that AI can draw anything, photorealistic, any style, any scene. It is not bad at drawing, it is blind. You gave it a request it could never satisfy, and it had no way to ask for help. This paper calls that the context gap, and it is the real reason your AI image generator keeps getting your requests wrong. Every text-to-image model has the same invisible problem. What you type is never enough. You say, draw my dog, but which dog, what color, what pose, the model guesses, and you roll your eyes. Now scale that up. Real requests are full of holes, names you never defined, scores that happened yesterday, logos it was never shown. The model can render flawlessly when it has everything it needs. The problem is, it never has everything it needs, and it cannot ask. That mismatch between what you said and what it actually needs is the context gap. Picture the image model as a brilliant artist locked in a windowless room. Give that artist a perfect, detailed brief and they will paint you a masterpiece. But they have no internet, no phone, no memory of yesterday. Hand them a vague request and they will guess, badly. Qwen Image Agent's idea is simple. Stop blaming the artist. Give them an assistant. The assistant looks at your request, figures out what is missing, runs out of the room, gathers every missing piece, writes a flawless brief, and slides it under the door. Only then does the artist paint. So where does the assistant get the missing pieces? 4 sources. Reason. The model just thinks. The CN Tower is the landmark of Toronto. It already knows that. Search. It looks it up. Who won the finals? What is the stock price today? Things that change. Memory. It remembers you said you love watercolor 3 turns ago. And feedback. It checks its own work. Only 4 red cars, not 5. Fix it. Every gap in your request gets routed to exactly the source that can fill it. And the planning itself runs on 3 levels. Level 1, information. What do not I know? It hunts the gaps. Level 2, content. Now write the full spec. Subject, attributes, layout, style, text, everything assembled into one rich prompt. Level 3, generation. How do I split this if you want 3 images, or if we are going back and forth across a conversation? 3 levels of thinking, then 1 clean handoff to the renderer. The artist never improvises. The assistant does all the thinking first. Here is a genuinely hard design question the paper wrestles with. Some facts the model can just reason out. The CN Tower is in Toronto. That is, sitting in its brain. But what was the exact score on August 14th? That needs a search, so where do you draw the line? The paper's answer is clean, parametric knowledge for common sense. Search for precise facts, exact numbers, dates, names, and anything that changes over time. But here is the wild part. That line is alive. As the base model gets smarter, more things move from needs search to can reason. The boundary keeps shifting. Does it work? The numbers are brutal, in a good way. Bare image model scores 17.4 on their benchmark. Wrap the agent around it, 45.4, nearly tripled. And the ablations are jaw-dropping. Pull out the search module and search tasks collapse from 46.1 to 7.8. That is not a dip, that is a cliff. Swap the planar brain from GPT 5.5 down to a weaker model, and the whole score craters from 45 to 19. Same renderer. The intelligence was not in the artist, it was in the assistant. And that flips how you should think about AI image generation. We spent years obsessing over the renderer. More pixels, better hands, sharper text. This paper says the renderer was never the bottleneck, the brief was. The artist in the room was always brilliant. We just kept handing it garbage instructions and blaming the paintbrush. The real war in AI image generation is not making better artists. It is building better assistants who know what the artist is missing and go get it. The model can draw. It just could not see. That is Qwen Image Agent, and it gave that blind artist a phone. If that clicked, subscribe, because the next paper rewires something else entirely.